I fucking hate this. Oh shit! He's right there. Oh, this fucking blows. I hate this. Suck it, you big giant Cthulhu robot piece of shit. Fuck off. Again, why am I characterized as a fish? I get it, I'm a hefty guy, but come on, game. Food. All right. God damn it. Ooh, that got the heart pumping. I was kind of expecting it, but still got me a little bit.
The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. If there is no bridge, we make one. I'm okay with that. Fuck off. No. Just for a chub. You know, I'm not really that much work, people. Buy me tacos and tell me I'm kind of pretty. You don't have to work that hard to get a good looking chub in your life. Oh, I gotta wait for these little fuckers to get up here. Ah, shit. Fuck off, yes, spooky bitch. The image before you is he. Fuck off. Oh, shit, that was tough. Fuck, that was a pain in the ass. Fuck. Alright. Oh yeah, that's a charger. Yup. Also, those glowing blue plants, they're explosive. Yup. Oh shit!
Throwing grenade! Ah!
stalkers too. Fuck off. God damn it. Fuck. You ain't got no legs, Captain Dan. What the fuck? I'm doing fuck. Did not order the fucking bukkake. You fucking coward.
Tell me a pain won't stop me.
Why do they have shanks? Listen here, you dickheads. This is where you die.
Eradicated.
Extraction is available.
How the fucker move? Leave my Pookie alone. Yeah. Did you just say come dance with me?
Have a taste of democracy.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
New mag.
Not sure if I want them to learn human smack talk.
Da 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 da. Get wrecked, get fucked, you bastard!
Get those some bitches.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Da, 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 da. I need music. Here we go. Classical playlist today. Starting with Waltz of Yesterday. We have a full week of streaming this week, everybody. Holy shit. Hi, Kat. And hi, everyone else out there hanging out with us both on YouTube and Twitch. I am the Godfather6. I am your host for the next 4 hours or so in this wonderful journey of streaming that we are doing. Today, we are starting a brand new game, a game that I have been so excited for. I have been excited since announcement in 2022 for this game. It just took me a bit to get it. I finally got it on sale. It is Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. It's a reimagined version of The Awakened by Frogware Studios, and I am so excited to dive into it. This is a direct sequel to their game that we completed last year called Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. There is a Let's Play series from our streams of that game over on our YouTube channel. Please hop on over there, subscribe, like the videos you like, comment, do all the happy things to get that algo boss feeling good so we can get more traffic over to the channel. But I am so excited for this game. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Okay. I'm gonna get the game up and rolling quick. How are you today, Kat? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right. With this being the first time we're playing this, got it this time. Get into it. So there might be some setting stuff that we have to figure out while we're playing this. Making burritos for dinner night? Nice. Nice. I'm hoping tonight's going to be a very... Oh. Game developed Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Game dedicated to all the fighters. Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. So this game was billed as a mix of the traditional Sherlock Holmes games that we've grown to love from Frogware, as well as their dives into the Lovecraftian universe that they have done with Sinking City and Meg Runner. And I know their next new game is going to be a Lovecraftian centered game, so I'm very excited for that as well. We're probably looking at 2025 at the earliest for that. Let's get into it. For those of you who aren't familiar, this is Frogwares is a standard company that games we play. Their games are very investigation and puzzle oriented, but there is some combat. There could be some scenes that might be unsuitable for children. Potentially unsuitable for children. Anyway.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that...
Agreed.
Is that
Agreed.
bread?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Okay.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
So, already things that I've noticed. They have kept the original layout that we know and love from their games as far as the Bakersfield apartment. It doesn't have near as much stuff in it, but that is based on the time. So they also look like they kept the original modeling from Chapter 1. Sherlock Holmes, though a little bit older, and you can see that in some of his features, is very much still modeled the same as the young Sherlock that we played in Chapter 1. The London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ildur. What, did her cousins, like, shit in her Cheerios or something? Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ildur's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesperson for the police assures the Advertiser that they are confident that the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Jesus. So...
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
I am always open casebook. Just put on a hat. It's raining out. Put on the bowler. And since it's raining out, we'll put on that, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. I'm telling you, like, to get back further to my point, Sherlock Holmes is absolutely autistic coded.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
The fuck?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness. Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
You just advertised that you had it.
Why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
He's not wrong.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson?
Ooh.
Sure, now I can take the day off.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
I mean, London street urchin.
Can you describe
They weren't not intelligent. It's just they were poor.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguising. Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings. Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Let's get a new question. Oh, new. Okay. Newspaper is indeed in the bin. I really like the new. It is. It's definitely really good. No, that's not what I wanted. Observations. Watson brought in the morning's post, but the strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There's a chance it might be in the dustbin. The newspaper was indeed in the dustbin. Okay.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Interesting. Very true. Very, very true.
Why go through all this scheming to murder you? A spine stuck to the newspaper is hardly lethal.
Yeah, but if it's poisoned. Yes. I'm supposed to be getting a delivery here this week. Part of the order is shipped.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
I'm gonna follow. I'm on a break.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
That's the advertiser. The advertiser. Yes. I've talked to Shad about it as well. It's the stuff that he's previously ordered has been great quality. It'll be interesting to see what how the dye is working, like how they do the dye job for the Hawaiian shirt. I'm not super worried about it bleeding through. News and reviews. Oh. Okay. Oh, can't go that way. Especially, I'm not worried about it bleeding in the wash. But it'll be interesting to see how they've done it. I also got Wolfie her buttons, finally. Down by the Thames. Boy, there's dysentery. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll accept it. Rotting food. Okay, so
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
nice. I'm gonna probably end up doing a Hawaiian shirt per drop minimum. I think they're pretty much the same thing. I like short sleeve button ups to wear for casual wear. I really do. I just don't have any right now. Oh, what's this?
What does it say?
Scarlet letter.
What does it say?
Interesting. Broken pottery. I'm not 100% certain what I'm looking for. There's the strand. Up to 6x, I believe. I ordered a 4x. Yeah, I think they go from 2XS to 6XL. Alright, let me take a look at this. Apparently the man was carrying a stack of books, which would be the bookseller. So we need to go to the bookseller.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think
Oh,
he
that's
deserves a knighthood.
that's cool.
How can you be so sure? On rare occasions, one
Yeah.
can suffice to trust one's gut.
I'm also the fuck's yelling at me? You fucking drunks. Oh, he's up here. They're the same guy. That's see. I'm on a break, huh? So got slaps. The cobbler. Yes.
My gratitude, Sir Arthur.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Okay. Anybody here that I can talk to? No. Okay, so of the strand of the bonus. Yeah.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Lock and key. A pub.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back.
Okay. I get back. Okay, no. Okay. There's nothing to interact with here.
I'm close. I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case.
Okay.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
A lot of the world's super interactable now.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Shut up, Watson. So for fall, I'm going to probably do a cardigan and a sweatshirt. Like just a standard athletic, like crop sweatshirt, and then possibly
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
possibly a hoodie. I'm gonna look deeper into the hoodies and see what. Oh, that's a really interesting poster. Yes, not addresses. I'm sure I could probably find it, but okay, so I just have to figure out where he's at then. He's on a break. Can I get in? C.
What's this? What's this? What's this?
It's not letting me take that. Interesting. So I found A, I found C. They're doll pieces. Open windows.
I should have worn something warmer.
Yeah, probably.
People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Yep, creepy doll pieces.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their
Okay,
thorns.
so she doesn't sell. Doesn't look like she sells a cactus. tobacco. I'm just trying to look for stuff that I can interact with. Hello, horsey. You see any cacti over here? I see cabbages, carrots, fish, turnips, and potatoes. Maybe potatoes? And pumpkins. Those look like pomegranates. Okay.
What does it say? What does it say?
Okay, so there's the A doll. We found the C doll and the A doll. I just love how there's so much stuff to interact with now in these games. Alright, there's nothing in the refuse. This is interesting that I can get in here. But I don't think it does anything for me. Okay. What am I missing? Japanese flag hung from there? Gee. Oh, it's the Japanese embassy. That makes perfect sense then. Lady, why are you crying?
Why don't you give me another shilling now? Because I'm sure I'll spot something soon. No?
Barley,
The
oats,
Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
pumpkins and cabbage. Interesting and interestinger. Who's that? That's an interesting poster that I saw. Not really fitting, but...
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Okay. The young boy. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed to do. Okay, so they changed the mind's eye a little bit. Visit Mr. Bonds. Okay.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
I can talk to you now.
Do you know anything about this?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
Yeah, I definitely persisted. Okay, I don't know where the fuck I'm at now. There we go.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Shit, I'd love for this just to be my fucking library. Patronized work. Ink. Leans heavily on a sore leg. And wants to look tighter because he's wearing high heels. Mr. Bonds is large mechanism as a result of poor sleep and stress. He developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. Or workaholic. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes as a result of long hours of intense work. He's not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot. Even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger play without his knowledge. I think he's being blackmailed.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes.
Jesus.
Will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work.
I'm currently indisposed.
Reschedule in a month or two.
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
The catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Glow.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Can't be it. Just break down the door.
The finest view London has to offer. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Jesus.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
All right.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Okay.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
Sorry, everybody. I know I'm not very engaging. I'm thinking, and then my brain starts slowing down. Touch the thorn already. It's not my thorn to touch. It's Mr. Barnes' thorn to touch. He's the one with the thing for her. Okay. Okay. All right. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Nope, that ain't it. That one's correct. Awesome.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. The finest view London has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
I'm missing something. Chat just caught up. Weird. I am missing something. And I don't know what.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
I'm walking around in circles. This is a good enough time. We're going to take our first break. That way I can get outside and get some fresh air. Oop, wrong screen. That way I can get outside, get some fresh air, and wake up a little bit. I'm also going to be thinking about this. We'll be back, everybody. See everybody very shortly. All right, we're back for more Sherlock Holmes Awakened. And yeah, let's get the music paused. Thank you, Kat. Let me see here now. Okay, so why are similar agents communicate with each other? Okay, so interesting.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
There we go.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine. Found in my dustbin.
Okay.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Red lipstick. Distant look. Morning brooch. I'm missing one. Clean shoes. Wearing a mourning brooch, remember her late husband. Her dress is made from expensive fabric and is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no trace of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seeming in search for something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she's trying to move on as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. The girl is still grieving. Let's see what this has to say. Oh no. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no trace of mud. She must have changed when she arrived. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mournful brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze is always staring off in the distance reveals her emotional detachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Miss Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. What do you think, guys? Is she prepping herself to get back out there after the death of her husband, or is she trying to make herself look better and faking it till she makes it? Those are our questions. I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I really enjoy this game. That's what I'm leaning towards too, Kat. I think she's faking it till she makes it. I think she's still detached.
Condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless. Though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Interesting.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I'd follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right. I'm afraid I can't help with that,
Okay.
Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth?
Familiar.
Yes, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken.
Okay.
I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay, we got some more stuff that we need. Fantastic. There we go. Mr. Barnes is in love with Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope that she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Alright.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Ah, stop being a dick, Holmes.
I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things.
Same, dude. Same.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of it?
Go buy a new one, Holmes.
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So
Yeah,
you're
makes sense.
familiar with the concept of burying the lead?
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
That actually will probably be helpful. So, pizza explosion rocks docks. Locals at the port of London and had a rude awakening last night, with the loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe. Listen here, motherfuckers. I don't care if you tried to, by this time, had conquered most of the known fucking world. Britain was still in Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were aboard at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, maybe some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
Well, that wasn't...
He's gonna end up dead, and I'm gonna end up adopting that bloodhound, isn't it?
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition, and that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Did Watson just flat out call Sherlock autistic?
Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed.
Like, he just called him out on his hyperfixations. That's awesome.
A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant...
Like, and I've said this before, it's common knowledge that it's and accepted that Sherlock is kind of a...
I know it's not the most tantalizing...
It's excessively, like, very much an autistic coded character now.
But...
You can look at the show Sherlock or Elementary, any of the movies. Like, there's...
The house is nearby. Come.
The Stenwick Mansion. What's with the creepy fucking... Oh, here it is. Holy shit. That's fucking gorgeous.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. When life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Okay, I get that.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself.
Oh no.
Escaped the night before yesterday.
Tell me about Kimahia.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Fuck this guy.
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Oh, dude, fuck your white savior complex.
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Jesus
Did Kimahia make
Christ.
off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
I'm sure not only cabbage, but all the cabbage he can eat. Oh. What's this?
Chewing tobacco.
Okay.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that one. Oh, shit, okay. Knee print. Hiding?
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Face fucking first. There's
a small Navy spyglass.
Okay.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
Yes, he's a piece of shit.
Ooh. A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Chicken bone?
Button chops. The remains of the meal. The ashes are long since cold.
Okay. Ooh.
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Hey, Silver Knot. How you doing?
Smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
That is heroin.
I didn't mean to knock them over. Like, I'm a new chariot driver. I've just got my license. I can't buy one for myself yet. So, yeah, sometimes I'm gonna make mistakes.
Seems fresh.
I would not ride a chariot with you.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it.
Hmm. Oh, very good. Very, very good.
The rag reeks of smoke.
It's taken me a little bit to get back into the mentality of the game, like the stylization of the game, but parallel tracks. Okay, that's locked. No, I don't like that. I don't think that's him.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Stenwick's kind of a piece of shit there, buddy. Just say it. That's not the one I wanted to go. Damn it. we go. Got everything from in here, right? Okay, I wanna... It's nothing.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have
at least 3 more dots.
Every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow.
Okay.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden. Are you joking? Why would I know this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent. Where on earth are you going with this? Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself.
Okay.
He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Sure you did, bud.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Okay.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't
Fucking giant.
Well, I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
That's kind of exactly where I was going with that. Someone else was there. I have a theory. I personally have a theory. Wrong game. This is Sherlock, not Clue. What I'm thinking is someone stuffed opium into the pipe and got the servant Watson, get the fuck out of my way. Got the servant high as balls.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
I'm missing one thing. Do I get to go observe the asshole? Nothing here, no.
Why are you still here?
I don't know. Why are you being an asshole? Oh. Motherfuckers. Fucking cops, man. So we know he was barefoot. So we know it was someone else. Who was kneeling here. Okay. We know that there's a cart that was right here. Workman's boots. Oh, I feel like I'm missing something.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Okay. Okay, none of those were right. The Strand article was right. Okay. Observations. Interesting. Watson, you're in the fucking way. Oh, there it is.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have...
Okay, good.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whisk...
No.
with your name on it. This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
Missing an item.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
I feel like I'm missing something. Like I know I'm missing something. There we go. I got it now. Interesting. Let's go see if we can talk to him again. Don't see any tracks, do we? I think they went out through that gate, which means they used his key. We have those tracks. Okay. Oh, Peter explained. Interesting.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Holy shit, motherfucker.
Do your job.
Holy shit.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
I'm about to punch him in the dick. Okay, so we know a carriage couldn't have gotten through there.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Oh.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
About 4 minutes, folks.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Jesus fucking
Stop loitering.
Christ. I will
Do your job.
fucking slap the taste out of your mouth, you cocksucker.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
That voice sounds familiar. Oh, weird. Resi 4 is on sale right now on Steam. Still not buying it because Capcom is being an asshole.
This disappearance is intriguing. No, I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Watson, you fucker, you're in the way. Does not look like it would fit in there.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
I don't know, Cat.
This disappearance is intriguing. No, I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Run.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Let's go. Bookseller, maybe? See if Barnes has anything for us. But before we do that, we're going to go to our next break. So everybody, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Sorry, Cap, but we're back. So, thoughts on the playlist for today? Back to the game. Thank you, Kat.
Right. Okay, not just tomorrow. A whole week's worth. How does that sound?
That's not going to be helpful. And I don't see... Oh.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Actually, a beautiful painting. Okay, so there's nothing out here, okay? And she goes on arms. I think it was very fitting pick for the game. Makes it difficult for me to type, yeah. Oh, kitty. What the heck is this?
A model of a homely room and fireplace. Looks like a factory to me.
Huh?
A small minecart. Endearing, if disturbing. Looks like putting something in the slot may get the gears inside to move.
Ooh.
Wonder what could get the gears inside moving.
I bet this is where the dolls go.
Chimney bears a peculiar form, like it's meant to have something put inside.
I mean, that's just cats in general. Welcome to the hunt. Hey ho, street vendors and roof ribbons and other treasure hunters. Okay.
Padlocks have names etched onto them. Anne, Tom, Charles.
A-T and C.
Children's clothes, judging by the size.
Oh, I know. But that's a fairly common thing with cats, though, is it's with them being very independent creatures. Okay. Excuse me. Allergies are starting to act up. Oh. I already know where one of them are.
What's this?
Poopy doll. And I haven't taken my allergy meds today. I forgot to take them yesterday, actually. Okay, I thought that was a St. Andrew's cross. I'm like, oh, we're getting into some interesting shit here, man.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of this guy. Oh, I'm gonna go beat the. I won't. Okay. I don't have any more items at this moment. I'm not a fan of this. But I need another item and I don't know where to get it. That's the thing.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Cloth in the chimney, clues in Sunwich Garden. I'm still missing something, though. Like, I feel like I need to find that key. I don't think it's gonna let me fucking crack this.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me pick that, so I gotta find the key. Got everything there.
No air coming through it.
This disappearance is intriguing. No,
Clothes
I
made
cannot
of
make
hessian.
head nor tail.
Is Sten really so miserly? Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Put him on the cross and leave him there? I don't... You mean the... boss guy? The guy from... The guy who... liberated him? Because here's what I'm thinking happened. I think he was... Okay, so going through evidence... Here... Told Peter to leave me in the room. It's got something to do with that, according to... Here. Moscow. We may need to go back to Baker Street. Because sometimes we have to do research. Let's see here. There's nothing chemistry related. Nothing there. Okay, so it's not that. Interesting. Interesting.
Are you able to help me?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, just one question.
I wish I could help you, but I don't know.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir. Can't help you.
Oh, horse is getting up.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Thank you.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Could you help me?
A lady doesn't know about such things.
May I ask for your assistance?
A lady doesn't know about such things.
Do you know anything about this?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
May I ask for your assistance?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
Is this familiar to you?
A lady doesn't know about such things.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Jesus.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer.
Okay.
Ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
What am I missing?
Is this a Tanifar, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Smithing tools.
This disappearance is intriguing, though.
There's the key.
Head not tailed it.
Why can't I grab it? There we go. No. I'm missing one more thing still. I gotta find a cart of some sort or something. Means I need a pin. Here we go. Let's just see if he's got anything else for me. Hey! Lucky!
Stupid, Mr. Holmes. Stop loitering.
What's going on? Thank you so much for the sub. How you doing, buddy?
One stipulation. If we see it, I want one of you two to lasso it this time.
You want me to lasso it?
Yep.
The hell? I ain't no good at lassoing. Look. Oh, I got Vanna. Sorry.
Just waking up? Aw, lazy bones. Used. So I need to find evidence of a cart of some sort. Fuck your pond, buddy. Oh. Got muddy tracks. Those are 4x. That's a wheel, bro. It looks like it would be a 2... like a 2-wheeled carriage. But you don't work tonight, do you? And it wouldn't be one of these because those are slightly inset. Wouldn't be that because those are inset. Hello, kitty cat. Bike? No, it wouldn't have been a bike. It would have been absolutely a cart. Potential, but a 2-wheeled one. Like this one.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Okay. You've done, I've done some of them.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask
I've
someone else.
done Devil's Daughter. The one right before Devil's Daughter. Is it messing with her ability to view or her ability to play words? I've obviously played chapter 1. I tried playing the original Awaken from 08, but yeah, I don't think there's anything in there from this case. I think it was one of these cards. Just looking at the size.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Oh, absolutely they do.
Are you able to help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
What are you trying to say, Silver? Do you think I'm a hot toddy? Is that where we're going with this?
Are you able to help me?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
May I ask
Doubtful.
you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Yeah, you're ugly. Penguin-looking motherfucker.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
I currently locked out of my own house.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Are you able to help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Notice how she's not answering my question.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm really sorry, but I can't help you. Try asking someone else.
Are you able to help me?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Could you help me?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
I'm assuming it was either a two-wheel cart, like that wheelbarrow, like this. Just based on the design. Or one of these. But I don't think that, I think this is too wide to get through a door.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
So and this guy is just absolutely unhelpful.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job. Are you stupid, Mr.
Oh, listen here, you cocksucker.
and go and do your job.
Doubtful. Let's go back through the clues. We're going to here, but there's nothing else here. This hasn't been used in a while. If I could get to the other side, that'd be so much easier. The fuck? What am I missing?
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Which means the lock is missing. The key is missing. So let's see if he's got anything to say about this.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Give me a key so I can get shit taken care of. Sure, okay, so that's the Japanese embassy.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Okay, maybe I need to go to a locksmith? Veterinary. Livery. Chemist. Pianos and body parts.
Earlier the other day when I was delivering papers, I heard noises from your apartment. It sounded like the doctor was yelling in his sleep. My boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early. My boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Okay, so... on... Okay, I can't get into there. Okay.
May I ask you something?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Is this familiar to you?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
Is this familiar to you?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
All right. Ooh, there's some unstableness in the code. Interesting. Boots and shoes and cobbler.
You're right, I could do more. Next time you move house, I'll be there to help. I'm great with boxes.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
I don't have a feeling we're gonna have a dog. Okay. Barber shop. Pretty sure that's the police station. This is getting really frustrating.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Because, like, theoretically, everything that I would need should be here somewhere. I don't think he unlocked it himself. He was being dragged because of, we know that because of that. He lost his balance and fell into there. Because he dropped the spyglass. So it's the cart that I need to find. Oh.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden. Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass.
Because he's a fucking Maori giant.
To transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Okay. Notable features of the abductor. Okay.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another...
Oh, can I punch him?
I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people. Your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime...
Punch him in the dick!
Teach your companion the art of brevity.
Fuck you! Fucking old hoity-toity fucking... goddamn douche canoes. Because he didn't give a shit. This is a slave to him. All right, everybody. We are at break time. Got an ad starting in 30 seconds. We're going to take our break and we'll be back for the final hour. Stay tuned. You guys are fucking crushing it. But we have a game to get back to. So let's do it, shall we? All right.
What does it say?
Fresh horse droppings.
A large pile of horse droppings.
Creepy doll. Yep, creepy doll. Cigarette butts.
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
We know those are right. Okay.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
There we go.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather. Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Tobacco pouch.
Strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
There's a way to not be cold.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Kidnapped by a sailor. Okay. Nope. Okay. You're wearing clothing? Found a cab to the Port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there. Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Wow. That's impressive. Chapter 2. Blood Red Nights. Port of London. I have forgotten how much I enjoy the investigation aspects.
What a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon.
To burrito burrow into a blanket for hours.
But my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued?
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods.
Cold all the
We must press
yeah.
on cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimmer here?
Okay. The Cursed Mermaid.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, you're fortunate. I will help you.
Usually wanders close to the dockyard.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Why are you interrupting me while I'm peeing?
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
Worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship.
I've just got multiple layers of internal insulation.
Smoke till morning.
I'm more than often warm all of the time,
Ship's anchor
as opposed to chilly.
next to the dockyard.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
Touché. Let me take a look at her quick. Pale, chapped lips. Extended belly. Trousers a little too tight. Oh, she's pregnant. Vomit stains. Morning sickness. There's a had her swollen belly by wearing trousers that are too tight for her.
Your clothes are already tight, and soon they won't fit at all. How far along are you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one.
Huh?
I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observation.
It's taken me years to gain this insulation internally.
I'd rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
Oh. We got stuff over here, though. Oh, God. Takes to Oakmont, Massachusetts, is still available. Charon will depart next Tuesday, Pier N2. Will destroy pests of any kind and complexity, except payment cash only. Ask for Gavon. Help Gavish missing for a week. Please tell him if you see him. Ask Diane Port Shantytown. Red rag over the house entrance. Ooh, okay. Alright.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Don't mind me, I'm dancing to the imaginary music in me head. God damn it, Watson. Strong men need a bonus work. Apply for details at the pub any Wednesday. Star of Gibraltar seeking a carpenter and able seaman. Talk to Captain. Hey, cab. Leading Hull Post Street office.
Could you help me?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Okay, that works. Alright. I now realize that I do not want any relationship between men and me. I mean, not wrong. But also, to be fair, you should always be happy with your body anyway.
Could you help me?
Nope. Sorry, I know nothing.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Okay.
Almost no fish the last couple of days.
Coffin won't go away, and the doctor's too pricey.
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't help you with this.
The
coffin won't go away, and the doctor's too pricey.
A red rag hangs at the entrance. This is a makeshift clinic. Yeah. You also probably shouldn't be packing on extra insulation.
Doctor, the man is very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Hello, this is Dr. Watson. We'll take a look at your friend. Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these people take something from it.
Initial stages, necrosis. That's not fucking good.
The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. The water has a curious whitish tinge to it. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions yet.
Oh, I know exactly what that. Yeah, that's. It's not a. Yeah, that's the saltpeter.
And the doctor's too pricey.
You guys see any? Oh, this is. The bar's got multiple entrances. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I'm looking for the house with the red. There we go.
Could you help me?
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
There's a red rag hanging there. Oh, there it is. What's this?
Pile of rotten food. It carries danger, but not of the kind that we witnessed.
No, it's a saltpeter poison in the Thames.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Yay.
Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job.
Okay, so they're tied together, which is what I was assuming.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong.
Big scary eye?
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Interesting.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
Don't go anywhere.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
But am I the only one noticing a reoccurring symbol?
I miss Gervais. Do you think he's okay?
It is a often utilized Lovecraftian symbol too.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
Okay, so we need to get to the docks. Down we go, Watson. Okay, so...
Won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Maybe found upstream? Want to watch Sherlock freak out?
The coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Sherlock doesn't know how to swim, so he freaks the like he blacks the fuck out when you go into water. Watson over there looking at me like I'm a fucking dumbass. When they say upstream, hey, thanks for the lurk. I don't know what upstream actually means.
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
Fuck out of my way!
Is this familiar to you?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Okay. Watson, you're in the fucking way. All right.
Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
House 2?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Of course I know. To cut a long story short.
We have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the third pier. Perfect. Great.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy.
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the 4th person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere.
Okay.
Has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
Average height. Waltham Hillside Pocket Watch. No muscle Tonys. Ronnie. He's around 5'5" and is an average build. He has a lack of muscle tone implies he is hardly strong. Mr. Soulsby does not seem to look like Kimiya's abductor. His left palm bears several stamp ink stains. Some visible HM cuss, apparently is the customs officer. He holds a brand new Waltham Hillside watch in his pocket. He can never afford such a thing, so he may have stolen it. I'm gonna do it that way.
I shall take my leave.
What are you gawping at?
I shall take my leave.
Interesting. How are we doing on time? Got about 15 minutes left. Interesting. Can I get in here? No. Okay.
It's been decomposing for weeks. If this were the origin of the disease, it would have started sooner than a few days ago.
Yeah.
The waterway goes under the buildings. We'll need to find other open sections in order to continue our search.
All right.
coughing won't go away, and the doctor's too close.
Not open. Which means I have to figure out something else first. Interesting. I know what I'm probably gonna have to do. Oh, there we go.
Good evening, Constable. I heard some people talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossip, all of them. An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night. She heard music too. Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Kujak. He owned a business with theatre props for scary shows. I went in and... well, it is a bit creepy. But I think it was probably just some kids fooling around.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the route round the pub for the rest of the night. Damned explosion. Good night, sir.
Let's check this one out.
An effective contraption. It still works.
Wooden splinters.
There was a box in the coffin. It was removed quite recently. They opened the casket and left marks. A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor?
Okay.
Who is this intended to scare?
Empty space, missing crates.
Several crates are missing. Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. A small cart left those tracks.
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Phosphorus, used recently. Where is this going?
Ooh.
Somebody had fun.
Yeah. Still missing one though. Ooh. Watson, get the fuck out of the way.
That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window.
Oh.
Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Too wide. Gonna be a pull cart. Yep. I'm still missing one though.
Who is this intended to scare?
What else am I missing, gang? That's major case. Got it. Here?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
We go through this way. Then what?
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
What are you looking at? You like to watch how a man suffocates himself for food?
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey. coughing won't go away, and the doctor's too.
Do you know anything about this? Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
I might be a little stuck on this one. I am missing one thing, though. I don't know exactly what I'm missing.
I don't believe in ghosts. I did when I was a kid.
Alright. Well, it's 4 o'clock, which means it's end time for us, folks. We're going to go ahead and save and exit. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today, both at YouTube and Twitch. You guys are all fucking amazing. It was a great stream today. See who's on. Mist's on, Bass is on, Dragon's on. I mean, it is a Monday. Definitely a change of pace to what we normally stream as of late. But this is content that is OG, like going back to when the foundations of the channel. I found Frogwares in 2022 or 2021 and spent a lot of time in 2022 streaming their Sherlock Holmes games, Sinking City. Well, I found them in 2020 with Sinking City, but PC-wise, I got really into their catalog when I started streaming. Meg Runner, Sherlock Holmes, Sinking City, all amazing games that have been brought to us by that beautiful Ukrainian team. But we have to end stream. We will be back next Monday for more Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Very much looking forward to it. We are going to be raiding out, though, to our dear friend, Dragon's Dusk, doing some Animal Crossing right now. So we're going to raid out to them. And we're going to go hang out with them for a little bit.